Hello all, welcome to Food Fusion. I'm Charles Matheson, and in this podcast, I test out new dishes and share culinary commentary. Today, I'm going to be talking about teas. This tea wave started a few weeks ago when I was at work. I'm like the tea person. I get the coffee, the cream, the sugar, all of that. And you know what? Let me show you a video that will explain it all, what happened when I was at work. So let's get that. All right. All right, so I was at work and I wanted coffee, but instead I said, you know what? Let me try something out. Let me make iced tea with cold water. And I got a Lipton tea bag, brought it to my office, and let it sit for 20 minutes, and then it actually tasted great. And I realized I could do that on a regular basis. So that's how I got into teas, and sometimes the simplest things just don't occur to me, but such is life. All right, so I want to be showing you 2 teas and 1 fruit drink. And one of the reasons I'm showing you the fruit drink, which is going to be a grapefruit drink, is because I always have grapefruit juice in my fridge. I like salty dogs. A salty dog is vodka, grapefruit juice, and then you put some salt on the rim. It's great. And I knew I was going to be making this podcast this morning, and so that came into my mind. I'm like, I could make something with this grapefruit juice. So anyway, I'm going to introduce to you elderflower. Elderflower syrup is a great syrup. It's very herby. It comes from the elderflower, and it can be used in a wide array of drinks, baking products, etc. And I'm going to be making some drinks with it. All right, so the very first drink I'm going to be making is with grapefruit juice, and I call it the Anytime Grapefruit Mocktail. It just seems kind of just like really cool and fabulous. So, all right. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some grapefruit juice into here. And I love fruit juice. And teas are actually great alternative because they're not as sweet. At least when I make them drinks, they're not as sweet, and so I'm really good to cut back on sugar. All right, so I got my grapefruit juice. I already have ice inside of it. Now I'm going to add some water to it, and you decide how much water you want to add for yours. I find that grapefruit juice is very powerful. It's very thick, and I never really finish it. Oftentimes I have to throw it out, and so you decide how much water or not you want to have in it. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this. Now I'm gonna add the elderflower syrup, and I'm not gonna put in a lot because it's very, very powerful. And what I like about elderflower is that it's very herby, and because it's so herby, you don't need to add mint or thyme or any other herb that you might add to a drink like this, because the elderflower is extremely herby already. And so that's the drink there. Very simple. And cheers. Not perfect. It's not too sweet. I like my drinks like not too sugary, because then it almost tastes like a syrup again. So, this is really good. All right, so the next drink is made with an actual tea. And this is inspired by my video I saw you, that I showed you with me at work getting some Lipton tea. So what I did was I brewed some Lipton tea, about 6 bags, and then I let it seep. And then I left the tea bags inside of here so that I could get the deepest, darkest flavor when I make the tea. All right, so I did that. All right, now I'm going to pour some of the Lipton tea into the cup. Okay. Now I'm gonna give it some other flavors. I'm gonna cut a small piece of lemon. I'm gonna add some lemon juice. All right. Next, I'm going to add some lime juice. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to add some elderflower. Yeah, there we go. That should be enough. Now I'm going to just give this a swirl. Now it's not an exact science. You can, in this iteration, I happen to use lemon and lime juice and elderflower, but Lipton iced tea is very versatile. You know Long Island iced teas, so you can put whatever you want in it in your iced tea if you're gonna make Lipton. All right, so let's see. This could use a little more elderflower, and I'm always very careful about how much of the elderflower syrup I put in, because it's so strong, and the whole purpose of making iced tea is that it's supposed to be light and not too sweet. Perfect. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I gotta go out. When I drink this, I wanna just like go outside with this and just sit in the park and people watch. It's so incredibly refreshing. Both drinks that I've made today have been incredibly refreshing. I'm actually gonna put these in the fridge and drink them throughout the day. All right, so number 3 tea, or the second tea and the third drink, is this is called cherry hibiscus, and I got this at Grand Central Station last Sunday. There is a market in there, and with all types of gourmet shops, and I saw this and it looked so delicious. I said I wanted to try it out, so I'm going to just show you what this looks like. See, if I put some out on here, you can see a little bit more. You see how deep and rich it is. All right, so I brewed it this morning, and it wasn't very strong. I had to use a lot of it, and so this is not that big, as you can see, and it wasn't cheap. Let me just put it that way. So I was hesitant about putting all of the leaves, or a good amount of the leaves to brew because I want to enjoy this over time. But anyway, so I brewed it and I used a tea brewer. It's like, where is that? It's this here, okay? And so I was just going nuts. It wasn't dark enough, and then I threw some in the cup, and it was nutty. But anyway, this is what I got, okay? And so now I made some before I came online here, just to make sure that it would be something that I could recommend. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 ice cube to it because it's not a very dark flavor, rich flavor like the grapefruit or the Lipton Iced Tea that I just made. This tastes, it literally tastes like flowers, okay? So there's no need to add any type of syrup that's flavored by flowers or otherwise. The only flavoring that I'm going to use right now is I'm going to use some simple syrup. And simple syrup is just sugar and water. So if you want to make simple syrup at home, you get some water and some sugar and you boil it, and then the result is simple sugar. And it's great for drinks because if you use sugar granules, sometimes they don't all dissolve, but the sugar is completely dissolved in the water, okay? So I'm gonna just now mix this. And it literally tastes like flowers. Cherry hibiscus. If you are down for it and want to splurge a little bit, definitely go for it. Hope you enjoy. Now, I'm going to show you some videos that I think are pretty cool and are all about tea, and that I think you'll find interesting. So let's get that up. All right, so let's get that going. All right, so here's the first one. This is just basically what I did this morning. So they got 6 Lipton tea bags, they hot brewed it, let it cool down, they put some ice in it, and wham bam, done. Just like I did. And then I added my lemon juice, my lime juice, etc. Okay. This one here, this person, she got a whole bunch of tea bags, different types of tea bags, and mixed them up. And then she got that paper clip to hold them together to let it seep. Then she adds some mint, some cucumber, some strawberries, and let that seep. And I've done stuff like that before, just not with the tea bags. Like I said, I just realized this tea bag innovation at work by chance recently. Okay, the next one, this one's really interesting. This is a young man, I guess he works at Starbucks, and then he shows you how he makes the teas at Starbucks. So he gets these giant tea bags, puts hot water in it, lets it steep for 5 minutes, throws out the tea bag, gets some ice, and then custom makes it, gets the syrups, and then serves it to the customer. And he's doing something there that I mentioned, is that it's good to have your tea really, really dark, because when you add the ice to it, it's going to dilute it. So if it's really dark, when it dilutes, it'll still retain a lot of that flavor. So hope you got some inspiration and you'll try out making your own teas. If you like this, please like it and subscribe to get more fresh ideas and tips. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.